Whoa, that was abrupt. Hello. Welcome in, everybody. How are you all doing? Yeah, you have a good day? Yeah, your day good? You guys nice? You guys feeling juicy? Feeling glonky? How's life, ladies and gentlemen? How's your day? Some of y'all been actually working and shit. Haven't you? Least you had you bent on this time, brush. Would have been a nutty jump scare. Correct. I spent 6 hours painting. Very nice. I spent not so much time painting, but did the housework. So very nice. Very nice. It needs to be done sometimes, eh, ladies and gents. That's basically the life. The life. Very nice. House bourbon, house badacious. Badacious. Zachariel as well. God dang. Look at these crazy folk. Theodora, lurk but high. Hi, but enjoy your lurk. Hi bye. Bye bye. Ching chong ding dong. Bourbon, did you manage to find an answer to your questions about the contest? I tried to find a mini. Yeah, I saw. I just read just before I went live. I read up, but you know, it basically all just states the rules. A regular space marine, my man, my boy, meine deutsche Freund, meine deutsche italienische Freund. Let's switch to some chill beats. I'm curious, what of the two categories I fall under for it? Fafnir Ran is out, correct. Bodacious, how long have you been painting now? How's everybody, though? It's been long since I've seen you all. You were there that live this morning, though. We have a bunch of stuff to still paint up, ladies and gents. Not too much. We've got this one. We've got the hilt of the sword. And lastly, next week we'll try and do the face. Je face. But I don't know about the other pick I sent. I think it's just regular Space Marines, man. December 2022. You're beginner, my dude. Welcome in, Binky. How are you doing? Welcome, welcome. Hello, hello. Boring? Then don't join. The fuck do you want me to say? It's not my competition. Go complain to Zarnian. He did tell me though that you have to write 3 angry letters and sign them all. Have them signed by Manny. So for the keg, because basically we want this area to catch some attention. Thank you for the clarification, my friend. Yeah, no problem at all, my dude. I hope one of you wins. I mean, do know that I am. You can buy me by sending me feet pics. Trying to grab. There we go. Mornfang Brown. This is the one I was looking for. Mornfang. I am healthy and satisfied with a good piece of steak. Oh, look at that, man. Fucking life my innie. It's been done so that everyone can join in. Winners won't be based on who spent the most. A special model, but rather people's painting skills on boring bit. Yeah, exactly. Push yourself. Before you get going, can you check your DMs? Check my DMs. That is so fucking dope, bro. That is so fucking dope, Zach. Did you create this whole thing? Hey, brush, psst, come closer, psst, closer. How much money you need? A shit ton. Yeah, man, I really like this. I'll add it for Wednesday's stream. I'll be in touch with you about. It looks really dope. Oh god, yeah, I think you guys are gonna like this, man. Oh my god, Bodacious gifted a sub out of nowhere to Zach. Out of nowhere? With Mornfang Brown, just so you guys know, it tends to be like a very iffy paint, or at least from my experience. So you'll want to thin it down, but not too thin. And the reason we're doing this a little bit lighter is because we want the attention to be caught. There should be the correct sizes. I think I'll look in the dark and the light mode for Twitch chat. Very fucking great, my dude. Guess it's not a good look for a mod to not have a sub. Ah, man. I don't mind it too much. It's all good. Also, I know your situation, so don't worry about it, my dude. I'm not saying he's poor, ladies and gentlemen. I know of his situation. That's the difference. There's a difference there, ladies and gentlemen. I think that's one of the paints that GW. Oh yeah, probably. But it's the Mornfang Brown in and of itself has been inconsistent like 5 ever. I don't know what the homework was actually. Did I give homework last time? Bro, I've been so busy, man. Not I said I'm poor, but that's the, yeah, exactly. And I'm also not saying you're poor. Whatever, man. Leave me alone. But it's good to see you again, Zach. I really fucking love it, bro. Don't know, I've done it for... Maddie, at this point, you're basically... Whenever we go live on Patreon, you're just there to make sure everybody has a good laugh. And knows that they need to up their game. Because we're approaching this in a simple manner as well. The general rule of thumb that I always hold for myself, and I'm not painting like, you know, a showpiece or a commission piece or whatever. I do not paint what I cannot see. And the reason we picked Mornfang Brown, because it is a brown that has a bit of a red orangey tone to it, which emulates wood better if you want it noticed. Do you need to stick with it? Absolutely not. It's in the song. It's so confusing. I have September's printed and I'm trying hard not to start painting it already. You know, it's free, right? I'm glad to hear it. If you need any edit requests, that's not a problem either. What do you mean? Like edits to that? No, man, this is dope. This is really nice, man. I really appreciate it. I'll send you a DM after stream if I do not forget, because you know I tend to forget to respond to people often. I think this is the only wood left, by the way, so we'll just leave it at that. Let's do the hilt of the blade. Let's see. Or blades? No blade. I'll just leave this side as it is because it's basically a headache. By the way, I've been waiting for the last week's upload. Got to the hair and almost acceptable place. The skin less so, but still playing with it a little. It's also skin in and of itself is difficult, but I have not uploaded it to my YouTube yet, maybe. Mentally, I might have. I'm sorry. I'll upload both tomorrow. Tomorrow I've got a home day because I'll be painting up these boyos. To get them done, to have them shipped to Amsterdam. Needs a little bit of adjusting. You forgetting to respond lies you have all the time in the world, Brush. Not busy at all. Brother. That's still not there yet. It's cool. Alright, man. Very well. Very well. Very, very, very well. What color should we do the hilt, ladies and gentlemen? I was thinking about doing it purple. 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 Keeping it in line and also keeping it a bit royal now in it, mate. Give me a second. So I'm gonna use Violet by Vallejo. Hey, there we go. Hey, yeah, well, Rothu, my dude. Welcome in, bruv. How you doing? It's really too bad with my new sleep schedule. These classes are the only streams I can catch. Does that mean that you have a good sleeping schedule now, then? Proper. How's life for Rothu? How was your day? Show off? Show off for what? Bodacious, thanks again for the gifted sub, my dude. Let's have a look at foam. Well, more proper. I go to bed at 2:30 a.m. and get up around 9:30 a.m. At least that's what I'm trying to stick to. Still at night, also, you know, hard to not stay up. Hey, but that's good shit, man. Beer foam. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna give it a yellow undercoat, and then we're gonna use white, gray, and yellow to foam it up. Honestly, not too good. It's an anniversary of a huge trauma for me and a lot of political people on the left in Norway, but it is what it is, and it'll be over soon. The Breivik shit that happened. Let me grab oh, this is a good one, man. We can stipple about some on this one. Let me grab one of my older brushes. Here we go. Was it around this time, my dude? I can imagine that being traumatic as hell. Yeah. You were at the island, dude? Holy shit. Fucking horrid, bro. I wish I said go to bed at 2:30, but don't sleep until 3:30. Lifelong insomniac. Brother, I think we all do. I'm just shaking some paints up here. I'm using XV88 and Everland Sunset, and we're just gonna stipple it on. Make no mistake, Brush is a father, a husband, partner of Mrs. Brush, and content creator, and then also filming and upload, and between everything that comes with it. It is true, man. He's just he's just poking fun at me. Chronic insomnia that being flares out. Been dealing with it for 15 years. Yeah, let's not talk about it too much though. I want to be upfront about it. Yeah, that's good, man. Yeah, that's good, man. Thank you for sharing though. I appreciate it. So what I do now, oh, hold on. I do nothing yet. Are you painting now as well then, Arathu? I'm taking Everland Sunset and XV88, and what I'll be doing is I'll just be applying it wet and mixing it a bit, and applying it wet and mixing it a bit. And afterwards we're gonna add the foam to it. Don't apply too much to your brush. Also, one of the reasons I do not continue around it is I can be quite wild here, but I can still correct my what's it called again? Mornfang Brown, Jesus. Working on Glutos, such a large mini. Oh my god, they're very nice, man. There's so much on there. Feeling of falling asleep that early is lucky for me. 2 hours? Bruh. You just stippled this on. We're gonna make it look a little bit like mustard, man. Le Mustard. Probably should apply other colors as well, but you know. Mama ain't raised no bitch. An L back in the day was probably a lot more hardcore, so. But I'm not an ale expert, to be fair. Ale. See, the flow of this paint is so much better than the tube I'm working with, but I actually refuse to buy GW. I might pick up some liquid acrylics if I can get a good deal. If they come from a tube, they're probably very, very thick. You might want to water them down a little bit. Un petit peu. Also, I've been painting for so long now, half of the time, like when this is a weird thing, but half of the time when I start painting and I paint around and I have the paint on my wet palette, I can instinctively kinda understand what the thickness of my paint does. It's not some sort of magic or anything, it's just, I've been painting like for a minimum of, what is it now? 3 hours a day, average? I'm not even that stuck to GW stuff anymore, to be fair. But the GW stuff has taught me a lot when looking at other paints, so Using Reeves tube acrylics. But the second I add water, they no longer have the same coverage. You don't want to have one layer. You want to add layers to it. Get liquid golden if I could afford it, but yeah, no. Yeah, liquid are relatively expensive, but dude, I've got myself a few of these pots. I'm very, very happy with them. It's crazy. It's such good paint, man. Let's take a little bit of this one. And take a little bit of mustard out of it and brighten it up a little bit. It's also that you gotta learn how paint behaves, to be fair. How much you gotta add to your brush, what the consequences are if you add too much, all that jazz. Especially on miniatures. And I can also tell you from experience that not every paint brand in and of itself has like the same quality for all their paints, man. A lot of them struggle with different colors, to be fair. This doesn't have to be neat at all, by the way. At all. Is it a bit overkill? Yes. But it doesn't matter. You gotta act and do so you can see what your paint does. Now whilst that dries, I'm gonna first remove some of the air bubbles because they will dry in your paint. Not always, but sometimes. And some colors are just universally bad, I think. Finding a good white is tricky. Dead white. Vallejo dead white. Absolutely lovely color. Oh god. There we go. It's forever sold out here. Let me know, Maddie. I can send you a little bottle if you really want one. Yeah, hook me up, bruh. Give it to me, dog. Papi, I want it. Take a little bit of light gray. These evening streams are so relaxed, man. So much difference. I'm gonna take Drakenhof Nightshade, which is a blue shade. Means a very thin paint. We're gonna apply it to the handle over here, over the purple. Why? Because I wanna, and y'all can't stop me. If your brush is too loaded and too hefty on the shade, just drop some of that bish on your hand. It'll make it darker, eh? Where's the chill music from last week? This is the exact same playlist, my man, from last Monday. Ordered a pair of magnifying glasses. I have to admit that I will be 40 next year. I have them as well, man. If I really need to do detail stuff, I use them as well. Or did you mean the Mexican music? No, I hear it before not. What? Are you not hearing the music? Oh, it is really low. I bought some and then forgot I had them? Hold on, which ones? I'm sorry. Boom shakalaka. Is this a ginger beef? Welcome in, Ginger, my dude. Are you hearing the beats now, my dude? What the hell is going on with this music? Oh, the glasses, yeah. From the 3-point line. Yeah. Thank you for letting me know, Bourbon. Bonus. How are you guys doing? Obi-Yan, Ginger Beef, how's life, man? Welcome in, gents. Look, lady on a barrel. She's chilling like a villain. Yeah, thank you for letting me know, dog. Oh man, it's hot and things are on fire. Are you talking about your crotch or no, I'm joking. Sorry, I had to. You made it too easy. We're also gonna add another layer of Mournfang brown. Mournfang. How's life, Ginger? How are you doing? I'm working on a sick 1967 Mercury Cougar. What is that? Magnifying glasses. That's another thing I need to get. No, you don't need it yet. No, I meant it quite literally. 30 degrees and there are fires in the area creating a bunch of smoke. Where are you from again, OBN? Which state? British Columbia, Canada. I didn't know you guys got fires over there. But way more expensive. I'm thinking of picking up Arteza. Really good reviews on their stuff and it's budget friendly. You can try anything as long as you just get yourself, you know, familiar with the brand. Oh my god, why do I have so much trouble painting on camera? I'm sorry about that. It's been a long day, okay? Oh yeah, there are plenty of forests to burn. I usually stick to just smoking trees. Ayy, 420 blaze, bro. I could just focus on that blick stuff and I have. Yeah, just make it work, my dude. Seeing some of that smoke here, buddy. You guys are safe though, right? Let us thin down the gray quite a bit. Clean the brush. And then we take a little bit. Let's see how it covers, eh? This is basically kind of the consistency we're looking for. I'm in Alberta, super far from the actual fires. Nice, man. What's up, DeGroony? How are you doing? How's life? Well, just let that dry. Doing good, how are you? I'm doing good, my dude. Been a couple of years since I experienced an evac order. Just the idea of it, dude. There's the idea of evac order. For now, I will leave the hilt as it is. Because, you know, fuck it. Let us take... I've got non-oil here. Let me see if I got my Agrax. Give me a second, please, ladies and gentlemen. Do you not get wildfires over there, Brush? I am not joking when I'm saying that our entire country is designed. So even local small forests are designed in such a way, I believe, that no more than, I think 50 hectare can burn. If I remember correctly. I don't know the exact numbers, but I still have bins ready to toss certain things in and be ready to go. Damn, OBN. Bro. Some hefty. Y'all on the other side of the pond got a hefty, man. Fuck. Asking them real questions. Where did I leave my agurakusu? No. Look at my. Oh, never mind. I found it. I found it. We get wildfires a lot, though obviously nothing like Canada, the States, and Oz. 50 hectares is peanuts. There's such vast amounts of lands between things. It's just that basically Holland is a swamp. So in general, if something catches fire, there's nothing much that can burn, to be fair. Yeah, bro. Yeah, another sign that a fucked up government is using climate change as a moneymaker. They do not do a thing to prevent shit like this. It's also not... You can't really equate the things. I think Holland is as big as New York. If I remember correctly, like the greater New York area. I just take this stuff immediately on the brush, by the way. Just apply it. Just apply it like it ain't nothing, mate. You want it quite thick. I don't know, man. I also learned yesterday that American elections take 2 years. Not to make everything political or anything, but it is like a lot of things that happen in the States is so weird to me as a Dutchie. But then again, when looking at stuff that happens in England as well, it's like, the fuck? There can only burn this much, and that between those two grachts. Yeah, that's basically it, you know? It's not much here. Last year, 2.1 million hectares burned in BC alone. That's right. We're more likely to be underwater. Yeah, that's the basically our biggest risk. Everything that happens in the state is weird to me, and I live there. Yeah, exactly. Zero plans for preventive infrastructure. How do we fight this? Carbon tax, fire bans. When I think it was Katrina. When Katrina hit the States, it was big news over here because it was another warning to the Dutchies that you know, when it came out that one of the dams was under maintained. It was another warning sign for us in Holland. Catching some food, be right back. Talk to you in a minute, man. I never understood why elections are in November, but no change over till January. So weird to me. Yeah. 2.1 million hectares. I think the tax is working. I always used to make the joke, like, why not move? But leaving family behind and shit is crazy. They didn't maintain the levees, but they weren't enough to begin with. That as well, yeah. And I believe a Dutch company got contracted to help with rebuilding that shit. But over here, it's basically like if one of the dams breaks over here, it's a major problem. It was a travel thing back in the 1800s. They had to give the president time to travel to DC. Oh, really? This man, he knows so much. Zach Ariel. I'm not just basically taking metallics because her cup is of the metallic variety in certain bits. So we'll just apply that easy peasy. No real diluting because it's not really needed with GW metallics. Just don't slam it on there, just be, you know, gentle with it. Like the woman she is. Just takes one moron to toss a lit cigarette butt out the window and everyone's summer is ruined. I can't imagine that being the case. Like over here, there's a giant fine on throwing shit out your window, regardless of what it is. Makes sense, I forgot the states halted in the time. There's some weird shit out there, man. I know things, mostly usual. No, it's not useless. I think we modernized even that much, more like 200 years. Yeah, friends of mine always used to say, like, LA, New York are like, you know, futuristic, up to time cities, and the rest of America is basically just third world country. And they've been trying to do that they try to do the same shit over here, but it can't really, you know, hold ground over here. Fuck. I'm sorry, I'm using the wrong brush. I'm spilling a little bit of that metallic. They hand over fines for it too. They can catch the person. A lot of start from dry weather and lightning strikes. The majority of the ones that get bad are caused by humans. Insane, dog. It takes so little effort to make sure that you can't start anything, you know? Detroit used to be the center of progress for the whole world until we fell apart. Yeah, but wasn't that also because a lot of industry was based? Wasn't like wasn't Detroit like the capital of the Rust Belt or whatever the fuck it's called? Americans always name their shit. I'll show you guys how I'll clean up the metallic that I spilled, by the way, in a second. Oh, fuck, man, that can't be it. No way, you're crazy. Let's not forget the fucks that are so twisted they will light fires to prove people drive cars. Really? That happens? Maybe you have to tax them more. Well, luckily here in Holland, we're starting to discover that fines like are a necessity, but don't really work. Like, a lot of research shows that fining people doesn't really work. Maybe if them that tax them more, they stop doing it. Yeah. We invented car production in the entire modern world. We're at the center of it all, way back. Ain't nothing much left, eh? I've seen whole fucking pictures of whole neighborhoods in Detroit being abandoned. So to patch that up, we're gonna take Mornfang Brown again. Right, I have dozens of houseplants to water before they shrivel and die. Talk to you in a minute. Maddie, enjoy. Fire risk reads high risk. Fire ban in place. Humans is how we make a fire with rocks at the base. Surely that will stop all the cinders from floating away and starting fires. So weird. Take a little bit of paint off me hand. And then what I do is I try to look for all the places in between the nook and crannies and just paint those in. You do not have to do this, by the way. Oh, hold on. Let's take a bit of a lighter color and mix that in. Like I did this afternoon. What do we have here? XV88. Fuck it. We can use that. We have that on the palette already. So what I'll do is I'll take 1, 2, 3. Are there things that are technically industry which will actually work? Yes. Bring back heavy presence of park rangers and other peeps that live to protect the parks and forests. Never, man. What are you, man? Some kind of liberal? This will make the Mornfang a little bit lighter, but still keep the same tones. I'm just gonna brighten up some of the strands on this cup. Yes, that's where I live. We've been trying to get rid of all the abandoned buildings, but you know, there's still thousands. It's almost like people don't really get a chance to innovate as well. I gotta lean in a little bit for this. Here we go. Also, this doesn't have to be super precise. You just want to clean up a bit and help the shape of the wood in the cup, basically. And we'll do the other side in a minute. Reason why I would say practice this is because if you can do these tiny details on models, especially the miniature ones, like Space Marine and stuff, you can get really nice lines, which will always enhance the details on the model. Now this in and of itself is called highlighting, and highlighting always is magic when you start doing it. Again, you're not looking for perfection, you're just trying to apply the paint, make it look good, accentuate the details a little bit. Mini painting in and of itself is partially also tricking the eye, you know. Now, there was a little bit metallic there, so I pushed it up to the top. And I swear to God, there's nobody ever that's gonna look at the model as close as you do while we paint it. That's true too. We're trying to bring that back though. Detroit isn't complete shit anymore, to be fair. We've done it up. Good, man. The city I live in used to have 5 of the poorest neighborhoods of in the Netherlands. But they managed to patch that up, man. It's still poor. But there's a lot of incentive being put into place for people to develop beyond that. But the reason the region I am in Holland is also world famous in the north for having received basically all the criminals that used to roam cities like Amsterdam, Rotterdam back in the 1800s. Trompe de l'huile. What does that mean? When I read your live notification, my gutter-minded dyslexia was like, live to paint the lady bits on her barrel. Over here we say, oh, give me a second. Alright, good. Sent the package out then, was received by the buyer, which is good. Over here we basically say, what do we say again? Oh yeah, with the heart is full with the mouth. Let's go. So, does that mean, Obi-Yan, that after you did the hands and stuff, you wanna anthropomorphize barrels with tits? Is that what you're talking about? I mean, I wouldn't blame you. Barrels do have that thickness about them, you know? Also, all of these techniques that I'm doing, by the way, can be easily copied by you and other elements. If you're unsure how to apply them to certain other elements, like an easy way to understand what you need to do is just to start, because you're copying nature to a certain extent, and copying nature will always help you like understand it through some uncanny valley type of feeling, whether or not you're heading in the right direction. Oh no, I'm not opposed to it. Mimics need the love too. Aw, yeah, dog. Trompe de l'huile means trick the eye. Yeah, exactly. Trompe l'huile, oui. Baguette. We take that little mixture that we made of gray, add a little bit of water to the brush because we don't want it, you know, too prevalent. We still want that yellow to shine through a bit. And we apply it again to the film on the cube. Is this perfect? No. Why not? Because I want people that are just starting to mini paint to understand all these things and be able to copy it. Und jetzt I pick up a white. I'm gonna use golden so flat titanium white, but just take a white and really, you know, thin it down. But I'll show you guys what I'll be doing in a minute. Dans le minute, oui, trompe l'huile. Talking about trompe de l'huile, I've not seen some of the Frenchies for a while, man. Man, my wet palette can't even sit a night without completely dehydrating. Put it in the fridge, bro. Dans le réfrigérateur, croissant. Fucking big. I probably just saw it somewhere sometimes. I have the opposite trouble. I leave my wet palette overnight and all the paint turns into pure water. Might be your palette paper is pushing through too much water. Nice and thin. We start applying it to all like the bubbly bits. And just dab it on there so we can slowly start building layers, because you kind of want to emulate the foam and the shape of the foam and, you know, make it look good. Again, ladies and gentlemen, we are not looking for perfection. We're just trying to make it look good. Oh, the best viewers, Zoe. Hello, Mr. Scrap Metal Dragon. How are you doing? I'm doing good. How are you? Dirty beard man? I took a shower this morning, excuse me. You can use whatever white you want for this, by the way, man. There's no like given formula. Just make sure it's nice and thin, and if it turns out chalky, you're gonna want to thin it some more and take off the brush off your hand. Dip it out a little bit. A wet palette in the fridge. Does that help prevent the paper from drying out? It'll help prevent it drying out too fast. Yes. I fucking hate acetone. What the fuck do you use acetone for, bro? Don't drink it. I could just be using too much water, but it feels like a tough balance. You see my palette here, right? There's no layer on top of the sponge, so when I press it down, there's no like bulging of water. That's basically the amount I use. Wait. Oh, wet palette in the fridge also helps keep your paints from taking on too much water overnight. There you go. Don't put it in the freezer. New codex revealed in 3 battle forces for 40k. Very nice. Have you already started looking into spending some? You big spender boy, you. Well, now, I need to get my mini fridge hooked up. That would be perfect, to be fair. And we'll just keep adding a little bits of white dots to the little frothy little bubbles that are frothing frothy over here. By the way, we're gonna do 2 hours of painting. I might switch over to Lumineth after that. Or maybe I'll hop on Discord. Maybe, hey? So a little bit of yellow here that I want to cover up. Now, if you want and you don't want to put on all this effort, you can start off with the gray and just add a glossy varnish. But this is also meant to challenge yourself, eh? I usually damp mine so the top sheet only slightly moves. Correct, that's the same thing I do. I'd have to take it to the big fridge. My mini fridge is set low for cold pop. Okay. First I have to convince my wife that it can be included. Does anyone have a good excuse as a tip? I'm an artist. Tell her you're an artist. Change that up to beer, my friend. beer here. Stick a little bit of that mixture that we made with the XV88 and just dab the edges of the what is this even called? Beer keg? No. Cup? Whatever. Remember when I told you about the painting for the store? They allowed me to use the employee discount for a sale no limit. Hey, go for it, Scrap Metal, man. Fucking enjoy it, dog. You earned it. Others keep beer in there. Beer makes me feel bloated. There is tequila above the sink. OBN giving 0 fucks, dog. Now, I'm gonna take the Nuln oil, which is a this one. Nuln oil. Also, just so you guys know, there's a competition going on, organized by my friend Zarnian. You can paint a marine, and you can win prizes even without actually being on the winning side, as there will be a raffle for everybody that's participating. So if that's your jam, get yourself a Space Marine, a regular one. Don't cry and bitch like Bourbon does, and participate. There's a beginner category, there's an advanced category, and yeah, just have a go at it, man. Fuck yeah, there it is, attaboy. Attaboy for indeed. There is a thing in Germany called Desperados. It's beer with tequila. Yeah, there's the same stuff here, man. It's good shit with a little lemony. Gets served with a little lemon. Le lemon, oui. It's really nice stuff, by the way. I used to drink that a lot with friends. Probably just for the lemon. It's man, but phrases are phrases. Yeah. Baloo heeft gegeten, okay. Maar to me, as long as the intention is good. Yeah, bro. Attaboy or girl. Look at that, man. Just taking care of everybody, man. Nobody excluded, everybody included. I think this already looks kind of nice. Is it perfect? No. But again, you can copy this and you can achieve this effect by being gentle. Also, gender-neutral terms like fucker and asshole are great. Yeah, exactly. Everybody likes to fuck and everybody likes an asshole, I think. Maybe. I don't know. Anyway, when painting and miniature painting, one thing that I see, what I don't see a lot of mini painters talk about, is the amount of pressure that you apply with your brush. So the pressure that you apply with your brush is always minimal, to be fair, because you want to control it as much as possible. And you can, I don't know if you ever saw a ink pen that is basically like hold on, that is you know, kind of shaped like this. When, if you look at it correctly, once you touch the paper, the fork at the front splits, and that's how the ink goes out. The harder you press, the further the prongs will move away from one another. And it's the same thing with a brush, which you can equate to like a multi-pronged ink pen, basically. So the less pressure you apply, the less paint comes out. The less watery your paint, the less paint comes out. Tequila drinking hotties are sexy. Just want to get the mental image right. Swear to God, I think Obion actually would look great in a bikini, not gonna lie. That doesn't matter to some people. True. Fucker asshole. Exactly. I think. Maybe. I don't know. Let's make an easy brightening up of the extensions here. So we're going to take a little bit of pure palette. We're just going to desaturate it with a bit of white. Why am I doing this? Because I want to show you guys that you don't need all the paint, and with a little bit of paint you can achieve great results. Take the white, mix it in, desaturate it to get more of a pastel color. See, this is the original and this is the mixed version. The high risk, high reward. That is the internet. Just gonna brighten it up a little bit more. There we go. You don't have to take it off your brush. You're just gonna apply it to the tip of your brush to the hilt. And this will already create a dynamic on the hilt of the blade. And then we have this little piece of cloth down here. So let's make that purple as well, because you can use multiple colors to make it look good. And it's a nice way to challenge ourselves to create a multi bloody blah. I don't know what I was gonna say, man. Just, you know, use the same color to brighten up an image. And I don't know if this is a cushion or a piece of cloth that she's resting on, but who cares, right? Hey, nobody got time for that. Make sure that if you do this, your brush doesn't touch the parts that you've already painted on. This looks like a blanket or something. Yeah. So that's how we're gonna treat it. We can challenge ourselves a little bit by adding a pattern to it if you guys want. Like a checkered handkerchief type of deal. Only if you want. But I will be taking a small break in a moment. Mind you, I've had a very long day, so I want to go drink some, check up on the missus. Let's add a little bit more purple to that, baby. Now you can make like a triangle within a triangle, which will already help highlight the thing. I'm gonna give you guys a handy dandy fancy be right back screen. See, there you go. I'll be back in like 5 minutes. Talk to you guys in a moment. If I don't see you when I get back, I hope you have an amazing day. Hello. It is I, Laybrush. Never once painted a Loyalist Space Marine. I have some I could do for the comp though. Not sure what I would paint. The website actually has a link to a full sheet of all the Loyalist chapters and their schemes. Ay, ay, ay. You might want to check that out. I'm doing the old man noises on purpose, by the way. Le miau, le pur. Si. Хорошо. Ay, ay, ay. Sorry about that. And now we're just gonna add a little bit of brightening up here. A little bit of that pastel to make a little bit of a glowing edge. And we do the same here for the little edge that catches the light. Do it in one direction. Not like the band, but paint in one direction. There are so many. There's even more than that, to be fair. But yeah, there's options. Hey, yo, Zach, have you heard anything from Dave by any chance? Or seen anything from Dave? Rogel Dave? Is he alright? Is he pregnant? Muy pregante. Give it a little bit of texture by just using the chippy brush. I mean, in all honesty, if you follow these steps, it kind of looks alright. I haven't. Last I talked to him was a week ago. Wait, you actually talked to him? Motherfucker never responds to me. Little goober, but alright, whatever. My son drinks like that. I thought you'd all enjoy it as well. Maybe, I don't know. Possibly. Now we have her lips. And I don't want to be racist. But what color do we want to make them? Bing bong. Let me see. Let me grab a reference. Well, he barely talks to me. I asked him his opinion on the piece I was doing. Oh, okay. Black skin lip Oh, they're actually a bit pinkish, so we're gonna go for that. Usually when I don't really know, I always bring up a reference to work from. The reddish lips look cool as well. So we're gonna take the same color that we did for her skin, which was, in my case, can't remember about you, but it was Rhinox Hide. We still have that on the palette. And when you high, you never ever wanna come down. Correct, Ginger. Also, you shouldn't wanna. I'm gonna take other colors that we're planning it on designing a cup for him. He'll likely talk briefly when. Yeah, he said he was gonna stream every other Sunday. That was of short occurrence. So we just take a little bit of Rhinox Hide, mix that in, a little more Rhinox Hide, mix that in, a little bit more, make it darker. But the brush, why you use the Rhinox Hide? Because it'll color whatever color you use back to the original layers that you've applied. Make sure your brush is a bit unloaded because this is delicate work. Was brief for sure. Meh. I know he's busy with all his jobs and the new boss. That's good to know. As long as he's healthy, man. Gently touch her lips, ladies and gentlemen. You want to keep this nice and tidy. And you want a sharp tip on your brush, otherwise you won't be able to make it believable around the edges. It might look a little bit extreme on camera. Hey, Mr. Gray, man, how are you doing? Now I've heard tell of people using colored thin liners for the irises. Yeah, I don't believe in tricks, to be fair, but it's possible. You can just use fine liners, we call them here. Very sharp tipped thingies, pens. Men painting makeup is like Rorschach test of revealing one's female preferences. Yes and no, I think, maybe. I don't know. Could be. Maybe I like my women black, I don't know. Take a little bit of white. For example, Marco Frazzoni likes his women's slutty. Don't we all, man? No offense to women, but they tend to be fucking freaks, dog. I'm mixing in a little bit of white, by the way, to make it brighter so we can highlight the lips as well. And I'm going to use another brush for that. You don't have to follow that step, to be fair, because it can be challenging. Let's take some off the brush. We're gonna highlight the bits on the upper side of the lip by just simply stippling this on the upper side of the upper lip as though it were catching light. I mean, in all honesty, and I have this. So give me a sec. I'm gonna have to add another light to make it more readable. Fuck me. Give me a second. How does this work? Okay, what? Okay. No extra light. I don't know where I was with my train of thought. I'm sorry. I don't want to speak for women, but I've heard my girlfriend talk about one, her past relationships, and two, her past conversations with friends about sex. And goddamn, women do not know shame when they are amongst one another. Does it matter? No, I don't have an opinion about it, but it's just something that kind of clashes with my own beliefs. So now I'm gonna mix in Tuscarora fir with a little bit of that mixture that we made with the wine and all that. Yeah, especially like women among one another. I've told my friends in the past when I've had sex that I had sex, but I never told them in detail what happened, unless it was something really weird. But I never go into detail about that kind of stuff. Not a kiss and tell type myself. Usually feels like, no. I feel the same way, man. There we go. Nice and rosy lips now in it. That's why it's called gentlemen. What? That's why knits? Give me a second, I need to mute the mic for a moment. I'm quite open about a lot of stuff, but that type of deal is like, that's between me and whoever was there when it happened. This is also seriously just really small dots onto the lips. I know sure seems to be. What? It's like I could actually see you shrug, yeah. Oh, that's why it's called gentleman. Yeah. I think some things need to be kept private, but I also feel like I'm quite, how do you say this? Quite old school in the things that I want to do and approach or whatever. I don't know. Here we go. Take a little bit of white. We're gonna add that to the eyes. And just put it in from the side. Make sure your brush is nice and flat. Doesn't need to be perfect. We're gonna clean it up in a minute actually. So I can show you guys what you're kind of looking for when doing the eyes. So now we have the rhinox hide, and we've added the white on the lower part of her eyes. You can just, with a little bit of a ridge, find it and apply the rhinox hide to it to clean up any spillage of white around her eyes. Something should be kept in private. Everybody has their opinion about that. Yeah. I mean, all in all, you're the final judge of it. It's your secrecy, but it has made me wary of sharing certain things with friends in the past. Doesn't have to be perfect. Probably the most useful thing to say to yourself as a painter. Yeah, man, for definitely. As long as you grow a little bit, you grow. That's the thing. And once you look back at it after a few months or years, you're gonna be proud of yourself, man. Now, since she has blonde hair, dark skin, we're gonna give her blue eyes. Bright blue eyes. That's assume I ever bring myself to do this again. You should. You should. You can only grow if you keep applying yourself. The cool thing with this is, again, you can just dot in the blue. And the beautiful thing about eyes is we tend to underestimate how big eyes are. It's always like takes up always like a third of your eye hole, whatever. This is true, but if it goes too badly, I'm not likely to have any motivation. It will go badly. So either it is you making up an excuse to not do it again, or it's simply not your jam. No shame in either, but do not lie to yourself. You can paint eyes with a toothpick, sharpen it. Yeah, there you go. That's a good tip. But I will not do this for the simple reason that I am also kind of losing my patience with this model. Let me see. Eyes tend to be a little bit red, so we're gonna emulate that by taking a little bit of red. I mean, that's certainly fair. Obviously, it is not an attack on anybody, but you gotta be honest with yourself. What is the true reasoning behind everything you say? Take a little bit of red ink, dot it down. You see, if you do not lie to yourself, you don't have to lie to anybody else. And that will give you a lot of peace. Trust me on that one. Don't want to make it fully philosophical, but if you feel like you're making an excuse for yourself, do not beat yourself up, but catch yourself in the act and see where you want to bring it. Now the ink is very bright. Give me a second. So we're going to water it down thoroughly. Because you can always add paint and it is difficult to remove paint. But brush, you did already blue. Why you do red over blue? Because this is just an indicator of where the eye is going to be. The iris. I feel an apocalyptic curse moment warning us of the dangers of lying to ourselves. The thing is, you always get caught by yourself. You're the only person you're carrying along for your entire life, so better treat yourself right, man. Let us see how thick it is. Like, this is nice. This is barely visible. And we're just gonna add the blue once this layer has dried. There we go. Lying to yourself is path to delusion. I don't know. I don't want to be like hyper philosophical, but I feel like you need to take care of yourself because nobody else will take care of yourself as you want to be taken care of. Taking care of yourself. My problem is I'm too honest with myself. Being too honest with yourself? What does that even mean? Like you put like how you say this? You put how's it called? What is it called again? Like exaggeration words in it's harsh. Oh, you mean being harsh with yourself? That's not being honest. That's being very suppressive. Like I hear a lot of people always use the word perfectionism, but perfectionism is just a graceful way of telling yourself you don't want to fuck up. I don't have 4,000 points, or I would have this message bestowed in a language we can all understand. Oh, I forgot to turn off the redeems, man. I'm sorry. I wouldn't have responded to it anyway, Jinja. I apologize. So because this was very watered down, we should be able to just apply the paint again. This will also brighten up the blue. If you want to make it more mysterious, you can also add green instead of blue. And also, if you feel like it's difficult to get the eyes centered, put them in a corner. Just color one corner completely in, and you'll be good. Now we take the Rhinox hide again. Again, I don't wanna offend anybody by the things that I'm saying. You as well, Zach, because I respect you all. But I feel like a lot of people that do mini painting have like their excuses already prepped. But in all honesty, and I don't say this often, it really hurts me to see somebody beat them up about something that they want to enjoy. Now we take it to black. Perfection is prevalent in this day and age, you know, because we can basically, we have full control over what others see behind our doors. I'm sorry, Theodora. I will not be redeeming any of these. Whatever Ginger Beef wants cursed. Okay, okay, one. We'll do one, okay? We'll do one. Look at that. You're being looked after. Never mind that, man. Refunded. You keep your. That was a little bit of mixed communication for me, but what do you want, cursed Ginger, brother? Too late. You get a free one. Yeah, you get a freebie. It's all good. We're progressing really nicely with this one. Let's all know to be honest with ourselves. Oh, I know a good one. Hold on. Ooh, that was a little bit of food coming up again. Oh, you won't be able to see me though, so that's that's kind of a shame. Ladies and gentlemen, It seems... Oh, hold on. Upside down. Flip it. It seems that Ginger Bee wants you all to know that you are not allowed to lie to yourself. Do so, and the curse of 1,000 generations of the runs will cross your family. It is what it is. I don't make the rules. Better act upon it. Be kind to yourself, you fucking goobers. There we go. Look, upside down, man. Whee! And yeah, I'm really not beating myself up about it. It's just frustrating, that's all. And I know part of it is my materials aren't purpose made for this. Yeah, man. It doesn't matter. It might be rough, but it really doesn't matter. Let's give her some pupils, eh? They dotted the black. On there already? Thanks, broski. By the way, your Village Vamp Sister cosplay fucking rocks. Keep your hands above the desk, Mr. Ginger Beef. Hands where we can see him, bro. She looks a bit sleepy. But there you go. We have eyes.
I have designed this speaker to amplify my thoughts so people will quit asking me for sandwiches. That should work, right? I don't know what you're talking about, Space Ghost. Go ahead,
Gonna take a little bit of Tusgore fur. Gonna do a little bit on her lower lip. To brighten it up. Brushlicker, are you implying we would all fall victim to the same perverted nature you do? Obviously so. What the hell? Obviously, man. I gotta protect you all from me. To a certain extent. For as far as I can, to be fair. And now it's just touching up a little bit of the stuff that we've been doing, to be fair. There we go. Now we take a little bit of Tusgore fur. Gonna add a little bit of Rhinox. And we're gonna brighten up her eyelids a little bit to make the eyes pop out. What are you up to, Theodore? What are you doing, man? Thought you were lurking. Be gentle with this, because you're looking for the edge of her lower eyelid. And this should immediately open up the eye a little bit.
Welcome to the program. I'm sorry.
Mind your pressure. Don't press too hard.
Okay.
There are two types of people in the world. Those who admit they've fallen victim to their perverted nature and those who lie about it. That's basically it, right? Basically, we're all just a bunch of heathenites. How does rouge work? Should we see if we can apply a little bit of makeup magic? Rouge, black, oh, black skin. So you would use rouge to blush up the cheeks a little bit. All right, let's try and do that. Imperial Base, my dude, how are you doing? Welcome in. We're gonna take that same inky mixture. How's life, my man? Gonna dull it down, and we're just gonna brush a little bit underneath your cheeks to flare it up a little bit, make it a little bit more red. And let it dry. You can do this with any paint, just make sure again, apply little and add as you go. Mr. Monkey Paints, how are you doing, man? Shouldn't you be streaming, bro? How is life? Welcome, gentlemen. Yeah, and thank you. Very much so. How was your stream, Mookie, my man? Oh, by the way, once we fill the 2 hours, I'm gonna leave stream and then jump on Discord a little bit later to work on these elves. Hey Elvis, for about an hour. It's going pretty good. Just made a coffee and got the Ballistic Dreadnought. Oh, you bought it? In addition to your army, mate. And now I'm gonna stipple it at the edge of her cheek, basically, as you would makeup. Just finished. Have to stop yapping when Luna goes to bed. Why not build her like a little shed outside so you can do your thing? I'm not too happy about the cloth and the skin and everything, but for a model that we painted together in 10 hours, this actually looks fairly nice. Probably a little less time even. I've just noticed that this thing on her head actually goes through her head if it's a full circle thing. Resident Evil is my favorite game franchise of all time. That's a really random fact, but thank you for sharing, my dude. Or is that the lady that you're talking about? Ordered up some new Dark Star metallics today. If anyone gets a shed outside, it's me. I feel like Maddie is watering her plants, but also watering the trees outside. Maybe even looking for a well enough reason to not show up and stream again. This model's looking cool. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate it. Gotta run to grab staples for my airgun, BRB. Talk to you in a minute, man. I think next week's lesson, to be fair, will move to the airbrush and touching up bits and bobs here and there. She's probably wiring the grass, the roof, the river. Probably, yeah. We'll use the airbrush for the folks that have an airbrush and don't use it a lot. We're gonna correct the skin a little bit. There we go. Or do you guys have any questions and remarks to the model? Because for me now, this would just be correcting as we go. You see these little splotches on her ass. I would blend those together better, probably with another color, brighter one. The front as well. But other than that, I think she's starting to look really nice for something that we painted in 10 hours. I gotta be honest with you guys, man. I'm a bit tired, so we might call it a night a little bit early. Also, tomorrow and this evening, I will be jumping on Discord earlier. But we will be painting up these boyos more. Weak. I'm very weak. I am very weak. If you want to see not weak, go watch Monkey's stream. He's on TikTok. He's been painting the same marines for over a year now. Never gets tired of it. But I think stuff like this came out quite nice. What you going to grab shit for your BB gun, bro? I think the froth from the beer came out nice. The red leather came out nice. Her face looking quite nice. There we go. When I finish them, I just paint right back over from the beginning. Oh, right, yeah. One must tend to the needs of the body, unfortunately. Wait, you pooping? Or do you mean the tiredness? I'm just fucking knackered, man. I've been making, I've not sat still today, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, we could do that. Hold on. Let me show you guys what happens when you add a matte varnish. Let me give you guys some, how you say this? Value for your money or something? I don't know. So I use this one, Ultra Matte Varnish by MIG. Most Ultra Mattes basically all do the same. You want to matte it down hardcore, you know? Hardcore. If you want to make clothes look good in an easy and simple manner, just put some of that varnish, matte varnish on there. It'll look good, man. I always add a little bit of water to it. Make sure your water's not contaminated with too much paint. It will transfer to the matte varnish. And you just slap it on there. You can do it on the metallics as well. Just do it for fun as well, man. Try shit. Life's too short. Unless you're an accountant. I mean, there's a million things on this model as well that we can clean up, but, you know, no need to go crazy over that, to be fair. Do you ever just varnish the whole thing with only a spray? Yeah, I do. Especially if it's like for commissions that a whole army needs protection when playing. I basically just apply matte varnish to the entirety of the thing. Because if you apply your paints in the right way, the matte varnish will not dull down the effect that you've applied. Unless you paint singular colors, then a lot of depth get lost. But it can also help hide a lot of inconsistencies in your paint job because the gloss vanishes from the model, you know. Wonder if satin varnish would work. It will work. It'll just look like standard GW paint then. I think Vallejo model color, if I remember correctly, finishes quite glossy. The what's it called again? The Citadels tend to have a satin varnish finish to them. And then the mats is basically scale 75. Scale 75, golden so flats obviously. Let's put a little bit on that rug or piece of cloth that she's sitting on. Rush Liquor, I'll be in the hangout, so I'll probably meet you there. I will take a while though, just so you guys know. I'll hopefully see you there. Yeah, I'm just gonna finish this up, show you guys what the matte varnish looks like. These are some chill summer beats, man. Tends I prefer satin varnish for everything else. A matte varnish over a well-painted model is absolutely lovely. I think I did it with the other one as well. Oh no, I dropped the model almost. And now we let it dry. I am absolutely in love with the MIG one because this one also flows through the airbrush very easily. Gotta head to the vape shop. Try to hop on the Dizzy if I see you. Yeah, more than welcome, man. More than welcome. Now if you wanna, for example, have the eyes more present, you can also make it really easy by adding a little white dot into the corner of her eye. Fuck! Time to tidy up then. A little bit too much white on there. So we gotta fix the eye again. Is it a problem? No, not at all. So you already did it. So we just apply ourselves again, ladies and gentlemen. And we do have the outline of the eye. So we just put it in position again. Whoa, Ant and Army, 3 months, brother. How are you doing? Welcome in, man. How is life? Welcome in, brother, man. Brother! It's been ages, man. I was thinking of going to play a game tomorrow, but sadly, I do not have the time. By now, I'd have filled all the others detail with paint. Nah, Moonky, man. Come on. Give yourself some credit, brother. You just want to be subtle with the touches. There we go. Vacation time for me? Where are you? Are you in the islands? Let me change the brightness a little bit. Let's fix up her right eye a little bit. But I appreciate the extension of your sub, my dude. Tomorrow, a friend of mine will play my army. I will watch the game and help with the rules. Nice, dude. Still home playing games and printing things and stuff. As always, my man. As always. How's life other than that, brother? Good to see you again. Again. I over-colored a little bit with the black. There we go. There we go. Hard things over there. Busy, my dude. We're expecting a second one in a few months, actually. October 7th. Let's bring in that dot on the eye. There we go. Now, why in tarnation is one eye brighter than the other? Oh well, brother. What? Yeah, man. Yeah, and I'm also looking to start my own shit. You're always free to swing by for a cup of coffee. You know that, right? You're at it like a rabbit, brother. It's been 3 years now. Was about time a second one got at it. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. The lady on the barrel, slowly but surely. Look at this. She's come out fairly nice for an 8-hour model. So yeah, with that, I think I'll call it for now. I gotta do some chores around the house, and then after that I'll be jumping on Discord for anybody that wants to join. So cute. Give me her number. Bro. Trust me, she mine, dog. Let me cover the palette up. Catch you later. What are you going already, mate? How's your holidays, Monkey? Or did you just take one day? One day off. One day fly. Unter Leben, Glauben, Globen. What the actual fuck? Oh, really? Okay. Back at work today? Really? You already have a wife. Share this bee chick? Only on Tuesdays, my man. Just a couple of days off for Luna's birthday. That was it? Do you do holidays at all, my dude? Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being here tonight. I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys had fun as well. Monday evenings are a bit more chill. This is also the second to last time for the Mondays. We'll be reverting to our regularly scheduled streams, which means the Mondays just basically fall off. But yeah, we we will be going into the last session next week. I'll probably promote this as well, but we'll probably be handling the airbrush. As a reminder, tomorrow, no stream. Tuesday, Danny Day, on the regular. But tomorrow I'll be painting all day to get a commission done. And yeah, man, we'll be back on Wednesday. And we'll be chilling hard. What the hell? Eh? Oh, really? Oh, okay. So Allah. Shout out. No, not shout out. Hold on. It was good seeing all of you again, man. Thank you so much for the resub, Bodacious. And thank you for the gifted... No, sorry. Thank you for the gifted sub to Sigariel, Bodacious. And thank you for the resub, Antonarmy, man. Good to see you again. Let us raid into Luna Bacon. What's shaking, Luna Bacon? Please be so kind as to help me... Let us hype up our visit to Luna Bacon. Absolutely lovely fucking girl. What's shaken, Bacon? Please copy and paste this into her chat when we're rating her. At least show her a little bit of love. And I will hope to see you all on Wednesday, my dudes. Have a good one. I'm a raid out, and maybe I'll talk to you when I hop onto Discord. Take care, ladies and gentle bombs. Love you all. Goodbye.